Miley Cyrus at a Tulsa, Oklahoma turn-up protest.
But they don't want to be associated.
What
That's
the
the
fuck?
side.
I don't want to get hit with copyrights, but he's interviewing the news lady that was there. It's crazy.
To get people to talk, I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
Both sides. And
Calling to people hanging out on the streets around us, saying march with us. Doesn't look like anyone's joining at the moment. So we're heading down Virginia Street right now, away from the West Precinct. If you've just tuned in recently, this is a group of about Virginia Street right now, away from the West Precinct. If you've just tuned in recently, this is a group of about 100 people who left the CHOP, or the Capitol Hill Free Zone, at 8 o'clock, so about an hour ago.
I still gotta pee, yo.
Do you not want to be in the videos? Whoa. You want? Somebody just tried to grab my face mask. That's kind of weird. I'm going to try to stay away from that person now. I don't know what her deal was. She just kind of reached for my face. Scared me there. I said, do you not want to be on film? I was going to try to accommodate her, but I think I will just not talk to her anymore. So yeah, we're heading towards Interstate 5, probably about 5 minutes away. And then what typically happens, if it's anything like last night, is the group, about 100 people, will actually maybe less, might be like 60 or 70, will hop over the barricade onto the northbound lanes, because there seems to be more traffic going northbound, and just kind of hold all the lanes there. Try to get up and see what this guy's saying.
That nice. You know, again, not to be petty, but I have to. The cars you see the white people driving around are usually trucks and shit. And it's the black people with the cars from the 70s and 80s of American cars that were just magnifico. They just looked amazing. Everybody loves the way these look. So, well, that's even older. That's like 50s, 60s. I mean, you see right there, that's like a 90s Whippo. Like, just everything is just way better on the Rebel side. Like, way funner, way cooler vibes, happier people. message and history on their side. I mean, they don't have anything except hate and evil. It was kind, and like I said, it was kind of showed. So somebody mentioned doing an interview about how like Breitbart and Alex Jones and all those types were gonna be upset about the way the protest turned out because basically, other than like I saw like one dude get arrested. I'm not sure if there was a police riot. There was a smidge. There's just some small things, nothing crazy that I saw, but I didn't see all of it. That's for sure. But the fact that you got when they were there talking, yeah, there was upset and people disagree with each other. That's normal. But it wasn't as crazy as like when you see the people in Seattle, like when the haters in Seattle show up, or just any other city. But when it was a mob of Trump dudes and it was a mob of the Black Lives Matter people, it wasn't that crazy. And that was really cool to see. That's why I said it's only a matter of time before they realize what's actually separates them and all these fucking dumbasses like Luke from We Are Change, no offense. Like, it's not about race. It's about Democrats and Republicans. It's always been that. It'll always be that in the modern age. And these dumbasses that, cause I mean, maybe they won't say it to their face, and all the actual KKK members were inside the Trump rally instead of being outside defending the. I don't fucking whatever they're doing, counter protesting. Who knows? I would love to hear their technical explanation for what they were doing. But they didn't like. They weren't like psychos. They weren't like full on psychos. Like, it was interesting. Just really. It's always interesting, but it played out very well. Even well, like I said, even slightly well for both sides, except for Trump. Like, fuck that guy, but fuck his speech. Since Bruce ain't here, I can shit on his speech, I guess.
Down Seattle here, on our right, so I'm heading away from that.
You got anything to say?
That's speech.
You got anything to say? What was that?
I'm drunk as hell, dude.
They let the water flow
Be
freely.
safe.
They get Dave Washington on it. What are they doing to Cupid Shuffle?
I can see all your comments, guys.
Not sure, but I think so. Yeah, it's something.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's
Chacha
Adam.
man probably owns the street. Probably owns the song.
Hey, as I said, it's no doubt who has more fun in doing their protests, who has better times, who brings people together, who uses positive vibes and love and good to bring people together for a melting point per se. It's people power. It's the biggest weakness to authoritarianism is people power. it's always been.
I remember back when I was like in 7th, 6th grade. That's how I feel right now.
Like 7th and 6th grade?
Yes, sir.
Has it been like this before?
Yes, it was before.
How long has it been?
Sir, since I was in the 7th, 3rd grade.
That's the last time it's ever been this nice.
To me, it has. To me, it has, for real.
And what are you celebrating today?
Independence Day.
It's Juneteenth, right? Yes, ma'am. How do you feel about the Trump rally? The Trump rally.
Who?
The you got me there. Yeah. Woo.
I don't care nothing about that at all.
Good.
Nothing at all.
I like
Good.
it. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You welcome.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
You have a good night.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
That is a good message, though. Who? Exactly. That one dude? Pretty sure.
She
Of the
got me
streamers
good,
squad.
guys. I'm so oblivious sometimes.
I wonder what's happening in Portland. 'Cause I haven't seen anything. What is this?
Yeah, hey.
That way.
What?
I don't want anybody to get.
Are they like on their underpass too. Don't tell them on that. Only problem with the soundtrack of the party is a lot of the music is mega doo-doo. That's a clean whip, though. That's nice. That's what I said, man. You know, they always claim, well, we're more American. I mean, when you talk American, maybe for those dudes in the modern age, it might be a truck. But I come from also the a clean-ass Cadillac, clean-ass Chevy, even a clean-ass Mustang or something like that. But like the older 60s, 70s, and 80s, those cars are just insane. Like man, and you see some of them.
Andrew. It's so
I mean, you got
crazy
trucks
they have
like
the same
that.
name. Kimmel and Mercado, obviously.
Tahoe, Suburban, stuff like that. Okay. Silverado thing. There's that new there, but you know, every once in a while you see those olds, and it's nice.
Seems totally clear that direction. Looks like they're throwing down cones, and
Good.
someone just threw a big kind of a squashed thing over there. And then you can see people come over here and just kind of find any way they can to hop into the northbound lanes.
Doggo? Is he gonna lift the doggo up? Oh, come on. Let's see doggo.
So, looks like they've totally shut down southbound now too. There's some traffic coming out of the ramp we just went up, and I don't know what this guy's doing. He's gonna.
Again, they're protesting. Like, what was this dude?
So there's nothing coming at us on northbound.
Still making it.
So yeah, nothing up there. People continuing to march though. This guy got out of his car, just kind of parked in the middle of the southbound of I-5. I'm not sure what he's doing. They did put some cones down, it looks like, on the ramp there to keep more people from getting on. I think those are unofficial cones that were just placed. Kind of like
those are official to me.
Bound here, just kind of picked up out of the bushes or something. But this guy's putting on kind of a hazard vest. Looks like he's going to stay back and try to direct traffic. You can
Oh, that's cool.
every now and then people on the bridges up here showing support. People saying march with us, and he says, I don't know how to get down there. They're trying to... Oh, they're trying to get a traffic report from him. Some people are saying we need to go where the traffic is. So they're trying to figure it out.
Pretty much just stream for 8 hours at a time, and then just post all the footage. I don't cut anything. Just independent media trying to get the story, man. Really care about, elevated voices.
Yeah, it looks like
gets heard.
that guy who stayed back, it looks like the traffic for that on-ramp is actually released. So, at least at the on-ramp we just marched up, the traffic's flowing out again. Kind of makes me wonder if the group's going to go try to stop that traffic, because there's nothing coming at us from northbound. Seems like they really shut that down tonight after what happened last night, where there was quite a few cars and 2 cop cars that the group marched forward onto. So it seems like nobody really knows what to do today, since there's absolutely no cars on the I-5 North. So you can see the group continuing to move south on I-5 North. You can see downtown in the background. So this is a giant, how many lanes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lane highway. Moves through downtown Seattle, and it's been totally shut down since they know every day this is coming. It seems like they've gotten better and better at shutting it down. Absolutely no cars today. Looks like the group's going to continue marching. I'm not sure if they're going to go.
Had the right to do whatever, but just not now. We should have did it later. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys have a good night.
You have
all my information is there, guys.
Okay,
love you guys. Take care.
Cool, amazing skybox there. That was nice. Selling merch.
Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day.
Try to get back towards the front here for you guys, but yeah, around
Every day.
maybe 50 to 80 people here in Seattle marching down the I-5 North freeway. So going the opposite direction, we're going south on the northbound lanes.
Might be right about that 15.
I think the group still considers it a victory, though, because as you can see, they've had to shut down the entire freeway to allow
Yeah, they
this.
should like walk it then. Yeah, I was gonna say this is also pretty good too. I mean, they're like trolling.
Yesterday, this is where the 2 police cars were, right under this other bridge. There were kind of 2 cop cars diverting traffic up this off-ramp that goes to Capitol Hill.
People watching at home or another country. There's a couple people watching in other countries right now.
Yeah. What I noticed is it's been a lot of diverse and unity, and we need to keep it up. We're not focusing on hate. We just want to unite with the love. That's all we're matters. Not focusing on hate. We're just focusing on love.
And when are we done with these protests?
We want to continue with Black Lives Matter forever, and one way or the other, they're going to get our point.
I like it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful night. Do you want to share your name?
Toya Lewis.
Can you say that one more time?
Toya Lewis.
Thank you so much. Have a beautiful night.
On the southbound lanes. Every now and then you hear a little honk in support as they see the group. For people that just tuned in or are wondering what happened, this group of about maybe 50 to 80 people left the CHOP, the Capitol Hill free zone, and went to the...
All the time. Is there anything you would do different?
Maybe be louder, more active. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Two police cars and a lot of traffic backed up all the way under this tunnel. Today, absolutely nothing, so they seem to have learned from that mistake and just totally shut the highway down.
Skybox is just wow.
I don't know if you guys can hear in the audio, but the echo created by the tunnel makes it sound like there's thousands of people. The echo makes it sound like you're in a giant stadium full of people. Reminds me of like a basketball stadium or a football stadium. Just the acoustics of this giant cement tunnel. Really magnifying the group's voice. It's kind of an interesting psychological impact. Even on me, I'm like, holy shit, there's so many people here. But it's just like an audio effect. But it really hypes you up. Again, we've never marched this far before. I don't know where the plan is to go or end, or if it's unclear. We're just going down, marching south on the I-5, what should be northbound lanes, but there's absolutely no traffic. It seems like the Seattle Department of Transit or the SDOT has totally shut it down. So there's, you can see some people straggling behind who are maybe a little more tired, who were out all day. So the shout out that just went out in the front of the group was, hey, slow down, let people catch up, because, you know, people get a little hyped and the group gets thin and can get a little dangerous if traffic does show up and everyone's spread out. One of the main chants that goes out is keep it slow, keep it tight. So people want to keep it a cohesive group. And as you can see, there are some people that are maybe a few hundred feet back there at this point. So everyone taking a little break right now. You hear some like water bottles coming out and stuff. I guess it's a good time to say, if we're being restreamed other places, I know people restream on YouTube and Twitch, and I'm totally fine with that. But if you guys want to follow me, come out every day, and if you want to see the full experience or participate in our chat, it's at twitch.tv/ShawnGuy, ShaWngui. So I appreciate any follows or support. Looks like everyone's hopping over this barrier. We did just see some traffic move down this street, so it looks like the goal is to find the traffic or find a congested area and, you know, occupy that space to shut down the cars. So it looks like we're on the hunt, kind of moving off the freeway, because there's nothing here in terms of people to spread the message to or traffic. It's people handing the bikes over the barricade. I see somebody encountering a car. It's like one car up there. Looks like they just pulled into a parking spot. That is a strategy some cars use. They just pull to the side and hope the group goes past. Oh, now they're doing the Austin Powers turn move, where they try to do like a multi-point turn. Oh wow, they got it in two. Look at them. So yeah, a lot of people will just do that multi-point turn to try to get away. So this is, as far as I know, this is probably totally unplanned. I don't think there's any route for this. It's just kind of like, no traffic here, we're gonna hop the barrier, and we're just kind of, seems like hunting for a space where there'll be traffic. So we hopped over this barrier here. We were on I-5 North, marching south, and now we hopped onto this kind of side street in downtown Seattle. You can see downtown over there to our right. So we're on the Capitol Hill side of the freeway now, kind of in this little tunnel. heading up towards a bridge up here that goes over the freeway. It does look like there's a decent amount of traffic going through that intersection up there, so maybe they end up holding that intersection instead. Try to get to the front here.
Trying to get the Portland cams back at the sacred fence.
Just saw a bus go by at the intersection up here. I'm not sure what street we're on. I'll try to call it out when we hit this intersection, but so this group came out of the CHOP, the free zone, marched downtown to the West Precinct. The downtown police department kind of occupied their building outside of the main entrance for a while, passed around the bullhorn for people to tell their stories, and then marched onto the freeway, the I-5 that goes right through downtown Seattle. But there was no traffic, so we hopped over a barrier onto this side street. Let me see what it is. Hubble Place and Seneca is the intersection we're at now.
Some people need to. Some people need to catch their breath a little bit. Cause I'm one of them motherfucking shit.
Guy said, I just want to know where we're going. And he said, we're going to the White House. I said, going to the White House. You ready?
They closed both sides of the freeway because we showed up at their doorsteps at the West Precinct.
Every day.
They called in whoever to close off those sides. They knew we were coming. They said, nah, fuck that. We're going to close this off. So we did our job on that. We're marching up back to CHOP from here. I appreciate you guys coming out, showing them what we can do with voices, what bodies, with people, with numbers can do.
It doesn't take that many.
We closed a major
President,
fucking
you can
highway.
Just slow down the economy a little bit, okay? This is a problem. I mean, there's a lot of travel now between North America and Mexico. I mean, so remember, we slowed that shit down right here on Major I-5. So think about it. Every second, they fucking count. This is money here. They didn't open the doors. They didn't come out and talk to us. But guess what? They still heard us because they fucking closed off the exit. They closed off the freeway. Speaking their language. All they understand is money. All they understand is money. Speaking their language. But they didn't want to listen. They still heard us. We showed up and they blocked it off because they knew we were coming.
Every day. Everybody got their voice? Everybody got their breath?
Good to go, baby.
Hey, who's tired? Who's tired? Who's tired?
I just woke up.
Let's do this together, guys. We're going up here. We do not need to run. I'm not a track star, okay? I do construction, but I'm not a track star.
We get excited.
I've been running all my life. I'm tired of fucking running. I can walk now. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this together as a unit, cohesively, because that's how we got that accomplished, goddammit. Let's keep doing this shit together. Let's go.
All right, so we're heading back towards the CHOP now. The organizers kind of, hey, we managed to shut down both.
Thank you so much. You guys take care.
And we need the lawmakers to put forth some effective legislation to protect these black lives that we fight for out here. That's
They cared they'd already done it
thank you.
decades ago.
Thank you. What's up, man?
I got something for you.
Go for it.
Reclamation Park. Have you ever been to Reclamation Park?
Yeah. Did you say that again? Go ahead.
Reclamation Park. Down there across the street from
count such things. There is a historical monument that is absolutely amazing.
That's true, man.
And it describes all the Indian hardship and all the Mexican hardship and all the Oklahoma hardship.
What was that? Oh.
Where is this?
So I have a page.
Is it live?
Yeah, so if you...
Yep, things are quiet and down.
Somebody said I just flew in to be a part of this today. Everyone said welcome to Seattle.
I wonder how people
See a lot of people up in their apartments looking. You guys can see the kind of the silhouettes of people watching. That's kind of the one of the positives of the march in terms of the goals there, to bring attention that protests are still happening, people are still out here fighting to get demands met, and I think this group believes that's accomplished a lot better by marching through the streets and chanting, getting the message out that we're still here, we still want things, versus just hanging out in the chop and not kind of just centralizing the message there with where people need to come to you. So I think they believe that the marching element and like taking it to the community is essential as well. Damn, that was a hill.
His wife that he ended up marrying owned about 250 slaves, which made him an owner of 300 slaves as a unit together.
Greedy bastard.
Our state is named after George Washington. Fuck that asshole.
Well, alright, well, remember, someone have to say, to be fair, remember, they fought for the right for freedom of speech and all that other shit, and to make it into the Bill of Rights, so that he could have the opportunity now to say it. Now, always the means don't or the actions don't justify whatever it is. However, I don't know, man. It's always such a murky gray area when they go after the founding fathers like that, because even like Washington's BFF Madison was against it, like, so it's such a gray area. I don't know, man. I'm still figuring it out, but I don't know. I feel like it's slightly circumstantial to the era, just slightly. I mean, I get it. Like, that's why I say slightly.
Changing things. We're going to change the state to name it someone else. They can change the flag to something else. They can keep it green and still be ever the state. George Washington doesn't have to be the face of that. Not at all. You guys talk about F. Donald Trump, but if George Washington was president right now, who the fuck would be saying F. George Washington?
If he was president right now, he'd be way better. Better than everybody since JFK, no doubt. No doubt. If he was born here, yeah, I'm just saying, even this time era.
Thank you. Thank you. We already got one at UW. I don't know how much longer that's going to be there. We'll find out. We'll find out.
You guys ready? You guys got some energy now? Let's go.
This is kind of a pause here in the 9th and Seneca intersection. They were talking about how Washington State was named after George Washington and how that's fucked up because he owned slaves, his wife owned slaves, and they said there's a George Washington statue in UW, and somebody said, I don't know how much longer that's going to be there. People kind of got excited by that idea. Now the chant is fuck George Washington.
Toxic.
Or heading back up the hill.
And that's one of their most deadly phases of
saying. In the order of people in the political scene that needs to be called out, it starts with people actively, then it goes to the previous persons and previous. Now you can say, oh, it started out with them. That's fine, but everybody since then also had an opportunity to change everything. And so,
it's the hospital that we're walking by right now.
Yeah, it is. So to just say that
See up there it says Virginia Mason.
about the general,
Emergency room entrance to this hospital.
I don't know. I don't really. I mean, it's such a complicated moral gray area, but I truly, I don't know. I'm a firm believer in Socrates' principles, that you're not that, you're just learn to become that, and so you could also not be that if you were in a different time era type of thing. Look at these dudes. I don't feel like reading from that Washington book, but I could. Alright, well, after
continuing the march up the hill here. It's pretty decent hill.
That's going to be it for this one.
Continuing the this is the march up the hill here. It's pretty decent.
Hang on, I want to help him out.
No, you need to go.
Follows everybody. I'm seeing a lot of follows. I'll try to, once we get back to the free zone, I'll try to catch up on all of those and the subscriptions and bits and all that, but appreciate it. See some traffic kind of creeping right behind the group there. I'm not sure if that car's with the group or not. Talking to the buildings here again. See people up in there. Oh shit! Some people coming out. They were in there like in the entrance area to their apartment building. They said march with us, and they came to join the back of the group. So that always gets a big applause for people. Just kind of adds some energy to the group. Uh-oh, they got an ambulance coming through. Just heard an ambulance, so everyone kind of got into position to try to get out of its way. That's kind of one of the principles of these marches is they don't want to disrupt fire department or emergency vehicles of any kind. Only police that want to disrupt normal traffic and police.
Yep.
But whenever there's
the good guys, they'll let them through. Remember.
Kind of an interesting view here with downtown in the background. Looks like that car over there was honking in support. Chant right now is no justice, no peace, no racist police. So continuing to wind our way back through Capitol Hill to find our way to the free zone, or the CHOP. Nice sky tonight. Yeah, it is. It's surprising it's still up. It's basically 9:45, 9:42 at night right now in Seattle. So still got some daylight up there, even at 9:45. Just due to Seattle being so far north. You can see people up on their balconies here, holding their fists in the air and whistling. So a lot of people like to show support from their cars or their balconies or watch from their apartments, but very few actually end up joining. I'd say it's like maybe 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 of the people that we see actually end up joining the group. Oh my gosh, a lot of people on this one. Oh, they hit him with a laser pointer. Looks like somebody in the group's got a green laser. But seeing a lot of people up there in this apartment building. Oh, they're hitting this other building now with the laser. It's like, yeah, somebody in the group's got a green laser. But yeah, a lot of people up on these balconies. I hear, ooh, they're hitting them. See that laser again. So yeah, it seems like a lot of people coming out to cheer and show their support for the march. But very few actually end up, coming down and joining. Got two people over here to our right, just clapping in support. I'll show them when I get to this cross street. Yeah, starting to move through some pretty narrow streets now. Group kind of having to slim into a thinner line. So they're trying to, you see them trying to convince them to come out. They seem to just want to clap. I think that's the, they're like, hey, we're willing to clap, but we're not willing to march. I think people are like, listen, I got dinner or something. Kind of a common thing you see is we want to show support, but I don't know if they're hesitant to march or have other stuff going on. Saying, say his name, Tamir Rice, I believe. Tamir Rice. I might be getting that wrong, it's hard to tell.
For those of you who are unaware, there have been 7 black people found hung from trees in the last few weeks. The police have claimed this is a suicide. I promise you, they are not. Bullshit! I promise you, there are no black people, especially not 7 of them, hanging themselves from trees. That is a lie. Do not believe it. These cops are corrupt.
Well, on that note.
Join us. March with us. March with us.
More clapping coming from the windows.
March with us. March with us.
Some claps coming from this building here.
Skyline's crazy.
Group cutting through a little sidewalk area here. See the laser pointer keeps coming out on these windows. I don't know if that's to bring people to the windows. So we're just crossing over University and Boylston, heading on to Union.
New to this live, so my name is Saul Luna. We are downtown Portland, Oregon. I don't know if you've seen anybody else's from Portland, but Portland, Oregon has its own way of, or the police have its own way of, retaliating to Portland protesters. That's different than other states. They're a lot more aggressive in Portland, so our protest has lasted longer than most states' protests and most cities' protests because the Portland police are so, they're more organized than we are. So, you just have to watch some of the old videos so you guys can see like exactly what we've gone through in the last month down here in Portland, Oregon. Portland stays strong. Yeah, but we're still out here. That's why a lot of people are curious because we haven't really gotten our way. We haven't won our battle yet, so that's why we're still out here. The same thing we've been protesting, Peter.
That's nice.
Thank you, Ingra. Of course, thank you, Melinda. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this stream short tonight because I have to wake up early in the morning for Father's Day. So I'm keeping it short tonight. But and I'm probably not gonna be. Actually, I'm not gonna be involved in any of the protests tomorrow. But there are other great streamers out here in Portland. There's Eric Greatwood. There's. I'll post links to their channels or links to their pages when this is over. But I'm not going to be live tomorrow for the protests, and I'm keeping this live pretty short tonight as well. But I appreciate everybody for supporting. Once I get back to it, I'll be back harder than I've been, harder than I ever was. You know what I mean? So make sure you guys stay following. Sam is live too. James, people have their, there's a lot of entrepreneurs in Portland, Oregon. Like I explained yesterday, Portland is pretty known for, you know, for art. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs out here. You know, I myself, I do music, so that's how I'm able to come out here and protest without having to go to work or whatever. So
I love y'all.
For sure,
I love y'all. I love you. Even if you hate me, I love you. Don't kill me, and please do not shoot my son.
Go ahead.
Please.
I'm just giving you a serious answer.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Thank you, Marsha. Appreciate it.
Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
Thank you, Misha.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Thank you, Georgia. Much appreciated.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Thank you, Victoria.
Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
You're already back home. You're so lame. I'm downtown, look.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
What? I know. I'm keeping this live short anyway. I'm about to text you. I'm about to text you right now. All right.